Hello, humans and freaks. Woods coffee. No Starbucks for me, man. They are determined to the destruction of America, Starbucks. So when you can, get something different. Woods coffee here in my area, good stuff. Anyway, gotta do another little rant here on the difference between you have to separate Jesus Christ from religion. You have to, especially in this day and time, the last days, the last years, the end times, all that stuff. You have to separate the two, man. So, for example, this guy recently, he was talking to me, and we were talking, and he goes, oh, religion, because I was, talking about God, Jesus Christ, all that. He knows that's what I'm all about. I don't even have to bring it up, but he'll bring it up. Because, like I always say, the spiritual war never ends. We know whose side he's on. He knows whose side I'm on. Okay? And we joke around. We have fun with each other, you know what I'm saying? But he hates the idea of there being a God, So he says, oh, there's no guy with white hair in the sky, blah, 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 and whatever. Like I say, dude, I fully understand and respect where every individual is at in life on their spiritual journey. I was an agnostic for 21 years, so I get it. But he's like, oh, religion, all the world's problems, molesting little boys, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. See, why I'm making this video is this. Most people, I believe, are rejecting a false version of Christianity. And they're using that false version that they are rejecting as their quote-unquote reason for not being a believer or person of faith, or they're using that as their reason. Even though it may be a legit reason, they're still using that as their reason for not personally going to God, to Jesus Christ, the one true God. So the danger of being a Christian here in America in 2022, there's no immediate danger like you're going to get your head chopped off in, some Middle Eastern Islamic dominated country where, Christians are being beheaded. Christians have been beheaded for 2,000 years, guys. It's nothing's changed. But us here in the West, especially in the U.S., we live in a bubble. This is not normal, guys. You got to understand, this is not normal. Post World War II, the America that we have experienced and our parents have experienced, this is not normal at all, according to history. So, we've had the greatest middle class the world has ever seen, yada, yada, yada. You all know the story since World War II. America, this is, for the vast majority of history, it's been kings and peasants. You know what I'm saying? There was no in-between. So we are very, very, very spoiled here in America. So anyway, back to the point. If you're a Christian here in America in 2022, a real one, a real Christian, we face no immediate persecution and danger. Persecution in the sense of our lives are threatened, or we're threatened with jail or prison, okay? you may be persecuted at your job a little bit here and there, or, whatever. Social media, or, this is light persecution that we experience here in America. Some have experienced legit, persecution. I'm not taking away from y'all. Some of y'all have been fired. You've whatever. So I've had my own, separate video, but I've had my own persecution examples for being a Christian. I did nothing wrong, but simply for being a Christian, I've experienced persecution before. So there's different levels of persecution. But the danger of being a Christian in America is this. The vast majority of what you see, again, going back to the Christian matrix, is not real Christianity. So most of those buildings you see on the street corner with a Jesus sign in front, it's not real. It's not real. Now, again, just because there's a bunch of counterfeit $100 bills out there doesn't make the real ones obsolete. So there are real churches out there, and there are real Christians out there, but it's rare to come across that. So for you agnostics and atheists and whatever you are, if you're not a Christian and you are turned off by Christianity, my question to you is this: are you turned off by a fake, false version, or are you turned off by the real version? Because I would argue this. Let's say, and I think this is the case, most people are turned off, and I'm talking about here in America and the West, you could say Western Europe as well, just in the Western world, most people are turned off by Christianity because they're being turned off by a false version, okay? It's not even real. And that, trust me, I talk about this more than anyone, probably the Christian matrix. I hate all the false versions out there because that's what they do. They give it a bad name and all that. But you have to separate Jesus Christ from religion. And so back to my point, I only tell people to go straight to Jesus Christ, okay? The Bible's true. You can go there. That's his word, okay? And Jesus Christ is real and alive. He rose from the dead. He's alive and well today, guys. And you can prove this. Again, another example. Someone recently said to me, they were trying to bash, Christianity, saying, oh, how can you believe the story of the flood and blah, blah. And I said, look. I let him finish, and I said, let me ask you one question, sir. And this stumped him and shut him up right away. And this ended the conversation because he knew he got schooled. I said, I let him rant, let him do, and I said, let me ask you one question, sir. Have you done any objective research on the Bible? Have you done any? And he goes, no. He knew he was schooled at this point. He goes, no. And I said, with a smile on my face, well, there you go. So you're trying to tell me all this stuff in the Bible is false and phony and fake and all that, and make-believe and all this stuff. But you're doing it literally, subjectively, from your own mind. You're reading the Bible and you're saying, oh, how can that be true? How can that? All from your own mind. Subjective. Not objective, subjective. And this is why I always say, I have a factual faith. My faith in Jesus Christ doesn't come from some blind, wishful, pie-in-the-sky stuff. No, it's based on fact and based on a actual living encounter with Jesus Christ in the summer of 2004. So, guys, this is 100% provable. But again, you don't want to do any objective research. You know why? Because now you're getting personal. Now you're going to get to the point where it's between you and God. And this is what I always tell people. It's between you and God. A personal relationship. I'm not talking... Look, when I say go to God, I'm not saying go to that building down the street with the Jesus sign in front of it. I'm not telling you to do that. As a matter of fact, you're probably going to be better off not, quote-unquote, going to church in the very beginning. So if you truly get born again in the very beginning, yes, it would be ideal for you to go to a real biblical church and fellowship with real Christians. Yes, that's ideal. But that's very rare to find. So if you truly have come to Jesus Christ, faith in Jesus Christ, for real, just get in the Word, get in the Bible. And that's the living Word. The words of the Bible are alive. Okay, so you get in the Word, just you and Jesus Christ, and you will grow like a weed spiritually. All right? Now, as a matter of church stuff, yeah, it is ideal to be around other legit Christians and all that, but you have to be very careful when you are out there trying to find a good, legit, biblical, healthy church. Let me say this, and I've said this recently to pastors and stuff that I've talked to. I said, look, over the last 18 years of my Christian experience and church experience, I've experienced dozens of churches because I've moved around a lot in the last 18 years, primarily in the Southern California area. But out of dozens of churches that I've experienced in the last 18 years, I could only recommend 2. That's it. 2 to a brand new Christian. So here's how I judge a church. You know, this is one of the main metrics how I judge a church. I ask myself this: could I comfortably send a brand new baby Christian to this church and have faith that this church is not going to mess them up? Because guys, a lot of churches out there, and I've seen this happen, and you can, again, all on YouTube and all that, a lot of churches will jack you up, dude. They will mess you up. You can be a real deal Christian, but if you're a baby Christian, you just got born again, and you're like under a year old in the Lord, churches can mess you up big time. And I've seen it time and time again. Because you know why? These people were sincere, and they thought naively, see, here's the thing. People, they look around and say, oh yeah, churches are everywhere. No, they're not. You're seeing a lot of brick buildings everywhere. You're seeing a lot of, you know, fancy freaking entertainment centers everywhere. There's not a lot of churches everywhere. Okay? So, again, back to this guy. Oh, old white man, white hair in the sky. Oh yeah, religion's the problem of the world. You know, raping little boys. Look. And obviously he's referencing the Catholic Church. And that's true. Because the Catholic Church is the biggest Christian cult on the planet. And I'll try and wrap it up on this, because I know you guys have short attention spans. The Bible talks about... See, all this stuff that people complain about for why they're turned off to religion is actually in the Bible. The Bible talks about all this stuff. So it actually proves yet again that the Bible is true. When all the people have your typical complaints, oh, they just want your money, oh, they rape little boys, molest little kids, oh, this and that. Guys, the Bible talks about all this stuff. You are yet again proving the Bible to be true, because the Bible talks about all these things. And I'll put below this video, I'll put the scriptures in there that talk about this stuff. So your typical atheist or agnostic or whatever that loves to bash, see, he's bashing man-made religion, and let me end it on this. Like I said, it's not man-made. It's even worse than that. It's demon-made religion. The Bible talks about doctrines of demons, you guys. Do you understand that? Doctrine means teaching. So the teaching of demons, the Bible talks about. So when you look at the Catholic Church, Mormon Church, Jehovah's Witness Church, all these Christian cults out there, guys, Joseph Smith from the Mormon Church, he didn't make up Mormonism. Guess who made it up? A freaking demon made up Mormonism. A demon made up Catholicism. A demon made up Jehovah's Witness religion. A demon made up all of these Christian cults out there. Are made from who? Demons. So we think, oh, man-made religion. No. Demon-made religion, guys. Demon-made religion. And the Bible talks about it. So, dude, I'm laughing because this is so insanely crazy that people just naively and blindly give themselves to this stuff. Okay, if you have kids, are you going to send your kid to a demon-made religion? You're literally sending, here you go. Here's my kid into the arms of Satan, into the arms of the devil. Here you go. You can have my kid. Are you crazy? Well, you're probably not crazy. You're just naive, guys. Demon-made religion. So yeah, of course the Catholic Church is going to have, okay, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of child molestation cases. I said this in one of my previous videos. It was either the country of France or France, I believe it was France, but look it up. Since the 1970s, 50,000 documented cases of child molestation in 50 years, since the 70s. In one country alone, and we know the Catholic Church is all over the world, 1 billion plus people. Okay. If you have 50,000 documented child molestation cases since the 70s in one country alone from the Catholic Church, guys, how many do you think are worldwide? Millions, guys. Millions. And the Catholic Church, it's been around since what? 300s? 400s? Constantine and all that garbage? And the Catholic Church is easy to pick on. You know why? Because it's the biggest, largest Christian cult out there. Are there good, well-meaning people that identify as Catholic? Sure. But again, they don't know what's really going on. They mean well, but they just haven't woken up yet. Okay? So guys, it's safe to say millions child molestation cases in the Catholic Church. And that's recently what this guy was saying. He was, oh yeah, religion, yeah, raping little boys. I said, look, don't confuse Jesus Christ with religion, guys. Go to Jesus Christ. You personally, you go to Jesus Christ. He's alive and well. He wants to hear from you. He's waiting to hear from you. And you approach him in repentance and faith, and you will see 100% that Jesus Christ is real. Just from your own personal experience with him. You'll see it, you'll feel it, you'll know it. And then you have the Bible, of course, which can be proven 1,000 times over. Again, historical fact. That's his word, Jesus' word. Go to the Bible. I'm never going to tell you, go here or go to this building or go to that ordinance. Never, never. There's a couple, I would say, to go to. Okay? Again, I always say, if you're in the Southern California area, around, LA, whatever area, Blessed Hope Chapel in Simi Valley, that's one of the few that I know of that's safe to go to. But there's not a lot of churches that are safe to go to, guys. So anyway, that's kind of the point. You got to separate Jesus Christ from religion. Yeah. Is religion a big part of the world's problems? Absolutely. You know why? Because most of religion in this world was not created simply by man. Oh no. So good. Mocha. Iced mocha. It was created by demons. Most of religion out there, if it's not pure, true biblical Christianity, which is a tiny percentage of out there, that's true. If it's not that, guess what? It was created by demons, guys. So what do you think? Of course, religion is one of the world's major problems because it is run by the devil. All right, rant over. Love you guys. I respect and appreciate and can understand wherever you are at spiritually in your life. I get it. Like I said, I was agnostic for 21 years. So I can understand. Okay? But that doesn't excuse you from seeking the truth and knowing the truth. The truth can be known. Do you really want to know the truth? That's my question. Do you really want to know the truth? Because again, this other guy, the one that was saying, oh, look at the stories in the Bible. Can you believe the flood? Can you believe that? I said, look, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to end it on this note. And I told this guy this. This is a factual story. I said, even if you do your objective research and find out for yourself that the Bible is true, here's what you're going to do. And I told him this to his face. You're going to look at the Bible and you're going to say, I know it's all true, 100%, but you know what? I like my drugs because he likes to get high. I like my drunkenness because he likes to get drunk. I like my fornication because he likes to fornicate. I like my... Bottom line is this, bro. Even if, I'm telling you right now to your face, even if you find out the Bible to be 100% true and you have to come face to face with responsibility to God, there's still another level you must pass. And it's this. You have to kill your pride and repent and confess and put your faith in Jesus Christ. Because the demons know this is all true. But are they saved? Are they born again? Are they Christians? No. But the demons know this is all 100% true, and what do? They still turn their back on God and do their own thing because they hate God. And that's what a lot of humans do. Even if you get to a point where you realize this is 100% fact, that's not the end. The hard part is this. You personally have to look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm evil, just like the Bible tells me I am. We're all evil because we're all sinners. We all deserve death. We all deserve hell. And then you have to say, am I willing to forsake my old life of sin and rebellion and hatred towards God and now follow Jesus Christ and put my faith and trust in Jesus Christ and now delight in the things that God delights in? See, if you still can delight in sin, you don't know God. You don't know God. But see, when you get born again, you get a new mind, you get a new heart, you get a new spirit, and now you will desire the things of God. See, before, you hated the things of God, and you loved the things of the devil, just like myself. For 21 years, I hated everything about God, and I loved everything about the devil. You get it? But when I got born again, a new heart, a new mind, a new spirit was put in me, and now I desire the things of God, and I don't desire the things of the devil. That is a sure sign. One of the major signs, you know you've truly been born again and are a child of God. What are your desires? All right. Take care. God bless.